Welcome to Your Music Live, brought to you by DistroKid, where we're showcasing the best independent music on the internet. Let's not beat around the bush, shall we? Let's kick in with our very first song. This is Scanlines from Statistic. Let's do it. If you weren't awake before the show, you are now. That was Statistic with Scanlines here on Your Music Live. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastically well. It is 6:30 a.m. here in Adelaide, South Australia. It'll be 1 p.m. if you're on the west coast of the US or Canada, 4 p.m. on the east coast, and 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And I hope you're doing very, very well. All of the songs that we play here will be listed down in the description. So we play about 1 or 2 minutes if it's your first time here, and then it's up to you to go down and check out the rest, because that's what we do. That's what we're all about here. Now, this is an artist that we usually play a bit later in the show, so I'm going to give them a berth a little bit earlier here, because who doesn't want some Happy Ron in their life, right? Yeah, absolutely. I want some Happy Ron. So we're going to play some Happy Ron, and he's going to be our second song here on the show. And this is a song, a bit of a classic Happy Ron song from his album Terribly Happy. It is called Bartender, Bartender. Might be very relevant if you're having a beverage at this time of the day or night, or wherever you are. I'm not going to judge. I'm not. I'm on the coffee. But if you're having a beverage, more power to you. Let's take a listen to this one. Bartender, Bartender, Happy Ron.
Loved you for minutes, that's hundreds of seconds. It's long enough to know that this love could last for hours. If you'll take my hand and you'll pour me another beer. But I love you just the same.
Oh, a bit of classic Happy Ron there. I don't know your name, and I don't care about your feelings. Yeah, you know what? Bartender, Bartender. It's a little heavier side of Happy Ron but awesome all the same. We have a new viewer here. If you are new to the show, if you've never been here before, welcome. And I hope you have fun. I think you will, because we got some great music, some amazing independent music coming at you for the next 2 hours. So settle in, strap in, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And once again, we only play a couple of minutes or a minute or two, because your job after the show is to head on down to the description and check out all of the songs that we play here on the show, such as our next tune. Now, we've heard from this artist before, and they simply say, "Hi, Pete, I made this song because I wanted to relax," and it is called Relax, and it's from our friend Spider, and I already love it already. I English speak good. I already love it because check out that album artwork. If that doesn't make you feel relaxed right up front, I don't know what will. So let's take a listen to this one. Relax from Spider here on Your Music Live. We wake you up, we get you cranking along, and then you get to relax with a little bit of a cool, laid-back vibe there. Spider with Relax. Yeah, I dig the vibe of that one too. Very nicely done indeed, and thank you for sharing. Yeah, cool melody, wasn't there? I know, almost a QB. No, it was too slow. Although maybe QB's going to be doing some sort of more laid back lo-fi stuff. Maybe you need to hang around later in the show to find out. There you go. That might be a little bit of a tease, as we say here in the business, and some good music to wind down to. Speaking of winding down, I'm bad at segues, but our friend Amarasea, the reason I've got him on the screen here is that his alter ego called Light Asta, and he releases music. He's also one of our wonderful moderators here on Studio Live today, so I want to thank him for that, and I want to play his tune. So this is the tune called Vicious Cycles, and Amarasea says it's a serious song I made in May 2019. There's a lot I would have fixed about it before releasing it if I had more than just the WAV file. Anyway, it's a concept song about addiction from the perspective of a character who can't seem to overcome it despite earnestly wanting to. Let's give this one a spin here now. This is, we've still got, it's decided to start playing. It does that, that's okay. It's all right, YouTube, we got you. All right, let's jump in here and take a listen to Light Asta with Vicious Cycles.
This is the last time
Nicely done. Yeah, bit Radiohead and Musy. Someone was saying there. Night Train. Yeah, definitely a little bit Radiohead, a little bit Muse there from our buddy Marcia Light Asta. Hello, Greg Hernandez, or should I say Mars Capone. Thank you for the super chat. It is because of folks like Greg Hernandez that we can keep doing this show, as well as folks like the wonderful people at DistroKid. So DistroKid sponsor this show each and every week, and they help bring independent music to your ear holes on a weekly basis. So a big shout out to our friends at DistroKid. If you are an independent musician and you want to release your music for less than $20, 20 American Freedom Eagles per year, you can actually release an unlimited amount of music to Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, all the other places. So, but thank you, thanks for sharing that one, Amarasaya. Definitely your love of Muse is floating on through that one. Yeah, I can definitely hear it. Now I've seen this person right here in the chat, so let's give them a spin. And it is at Night Train 1988, which is there you go. We've got a competitor, Russ. We know we've got Russ 8889. We've got Night Train 1988, which you'll have to let us know. Is that because you also started creating music in '88? We'll have to find out. We've got a tune here called Arrival, which we're going to be giving a spin in just a moment. And Alan Night Train says, written and recorded using GarageBand on iPad Pro. It's my first release. Hence the name, Arrival. Love it a lot. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Night Train 1988. Love the album artwork. Look at that stuff there. Very, very good stuff. Let's take a listen to this one here live on Your Music Live. Couple of folks saying it's building up to something there. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You know what you have to do? Yeah, you have to check out the description after the show and check it out. That was very cool. A little bit of Russ 8889 vibe to that. So you know what? Maybe we can see collaborations from our two 1988 friends in the future. Who knows? Very cool. Yes, dark and atmospheric. Now we are trying out a couple of new things here, as you may have noticed here, because this isn't my studio. Right? Funny about that. A shout out to the Indigo Sunsets, Stu Cash and Andy Goldsby. This is apparently the stage from their last live gig. And Stu is one of my wonderful patrons over at patreon.com/PeteJohns. And he gifted me, or decided to send me this pic. And I thought it's so cool and it so represents the sort of things we're about here. And I know many of us miss performing live, that I thought I'll stick that behind me here today. So hopefully it's all working well. If you could let me know if there's any issues with audio, with video, with anything like that, then we'll address it. But I thought we'll just dive straight in and give it a go, because why not? Try new things. I was an old man for a long time. I'm like, I'll never use a green screen. Green screens are for the kiddies. They're for the gamer kiddies. And then I thought, why not just try it? And I don't know. I think it kind of looks cool. And the plus side is I didn't have to clean my studio before the show. So I'm looking on the bright side of this one. All right, you know what? Just for consistency, I'm going to play our two 1988 related friends in a row here, because I think that would just be some nice harmonious serendipity to have Russ 8889 after Night Train 1988. So why don't we play Russ's latest thing here? I love it already because I'm opening up the video here and we've got a retro looking QWERTY keyboard there ready to go. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Russ 8889. Actually, what does Russ say? He says, "Hello Pete, hope all is well down under." It is. Here's a track I did on my iPad. Sorry, here's a track I done on my iPad 2. Yes, iPad 2 that was run through a granulator to give it an edgy feel. The track is called Lunar People, and I think it still stands the test of time. We'll be the judge of that, Russ. I think it will too. Let's give this one a spin. This is Russ 8889 here on Your Music Live. Classic chilled out Russ 8889. you got Ed Z tripping out to that one, Russ. That's got to be a good thing. We'll leave the visuals there behind us as we talk because they're too cool. Russ spends a lot of time on his music, but he also makes sure that there's some pretty amazing visuals there to go along with it. So well done again, Russ. I know, I keep saying, wow, what a great song from Russ. I need just a recording of me saying, Russ, that was really good. That was some classic Russ, just so that I don't have to speak so much. But no, I like to speak. I like the sound of my own voice. Used to not. Hands up who likes their own voice. Who likes the sound of their own voice? I used to despise my own voice, and then I just got over it. It only took 6 years of daily videos. Now I can listen to my own voice without cringing terribly. Righty, let's continue on here. But thank you again to Russ, Lunar People. Continuing the space theme of Russ's recent songs. If you want to check the full song, and I do recommend you do exactly that, jump down to the description after the show, and all of the songs we play here will be there, including this next one, which has started playing without me pressing play, because that's just what YouTube does sometimes. This song was inspired by how an introvert sometimes also can feel like they need to scream it all out. Who can relate? Right here. It was recorded in GarageBand on my iPad Mini, so we know that it's going to be rockin' and cool. Let's take a listen to this one. This is Soul Extension with Thunder here on Your Music Live.
I spark like lights, I don't know why. Joy, pain, or maybe both. Life's full of highs, I drop my senses. Raise defense and scare. secluded by noise, alone but not empty, lives in his own.
Very nicely done. Yeah, I love the guitar riff. I love the chord progression in that one. Totally digging it. Yeah, Andy, it's a bit of an Indigo Sunsets vibe to it, isn't it? Almost different sort of vocals, but the chord progression, the guitars, the drums, yeah, similar to an Indigo Sunsets kind of song. As Amarasaya says, yeah, I think this says it perfectly. It's rocking and mellow at the same time. Somehow, who knows how they do that? But yeah, really good song, great song, yeah, exactly, Kim, totally up my alley. You kind of get a free kick when you play a song like that, because I love me some 90s guitar-based indie vibes. I like a lot of music. I like a lot of different music, but I'm definitely down with some 90s guitar-based vibes. So well done. Thank you for sharing. Soul Extension, do not be a stranger. We want to hear more of your music in the future. It's always great to hear from the regulars, but it's also great to hear an artist for the very first time. That's what this show's all about, is discovering and finding the new artists that, you won't hear other places necessarily. That's the whole purpose of this show, is what I wanted to do, is to make sure we could showcase all of the independent artists, and we do it again thanks to our friends at DistroKid. We'll hear from DistroKid in just a couple of songs because, again, they are kind enough to sponsor the show here, and I wanted to show you a very cool feature, something I need to do with one of my songs, so I thought I'd do it here live, because what could possibly go wrong when you do things live, yeah? All right, let's continue on. This is Thy Best Music, and this is a little tune that they say, I recorded all the music in GarageBand iOS. The song is a meditation piece written for me, my mum, my dad, my brother, and my brother contracted the virus. Oh, okay, for my mum, my dad, my brother, who contracted the virus when they were in hospital for 4 months. And since I couldn't visit them, I started creating meditation music after watching you. That sounds, yeah, that's A, sorry, and B, what music can be a great healer when there's things going on in our lives that are not always the best. So let's take a listen to this. This is called, Senor Attire, Hide Me Lord. And this is some atmospheric music here, and we'll take a listen to it live here on Your Music Live. Beautiful stuff there. Wow, we go from one extreme to the other, but it's such a great thing, and yeah, it definitely does the job indeed of relaxing. Like just looking at those visuals and listening to that music as well. Oh, okay, I feel really relaxed now. Yeah, welcome back to the relaxing hour here on Your Music Live. It is good though, because yeah, again, all music, all types of music, and it takes all types of music here to complete what's going on. Let's come in here and grab another tune. You know what? Before we talk about DistroKid, you know what we have? I'm not going to bury the lead here. I was going to save this for later, but I'm just going to jump in and play it. We got some new Chandler Brothers music here. Hands up who's a fan of the Chandler brothers. I know Sean and Patrick are here in the chat, and they're here most weeks, and they are wonderful supporters of this channel and of everyone else's music. But they also make their own music, and that's what we're about to play here now is the latest Chandler brothers tune. We're just queuing it on up here, and we'll get ready to give it a spin. It's called Maybe Tomorrow, and the boys say, Sean and I would like to share our newest tune, Maybe Tomorrow, here with the community, recorded and mixed in GB, mastered in Final Touch, video in iMovie, and released through DistroKid. We take a journey with a fellow at sea trying to find his way home. Thank you for the consideration. Well, thank you, Sean and Patrick, for sharing this tune. We're going to give it a spin here. This is called Maybe Tomorrow. It's by the Chandler brothers, right here, right now on Your Music Live. I know. Don't turn it down, Pete. But we have to be fair and we have to be just. And you have to go and watch and listen to the whole song after the show. That's just how we roll around here. So you do want to go and check out the full version. It's linked right there in the description right now. Make sure you're following the Chandler brothers because they go to a heap of effort bringing the great music, but also the great visuals there. You can check out the video and it is a good old time. So, yeah, well done to the Chandler brothers. Thank you for sharing as usual, and good luck with the new single. And, yeah, and thank you to DistroKid, who it sounds like you used to release it, which is great stuff. Hello, Statistic. Welcome. You are late and you missed your track. you opened the show today, so you can head on back and check that one out. But yeah, I also want a holiday, right? I want to get out on that ocean. I'm not even a boat person, but I want to get out on the ocean. And yes, I'm bringing the green screen action. We're trying a few things. I'm putting my old man get off my lawn tendencies behind, and we're trying something new. All right, it's time to take a listen. It's time to take a look at DistroKid. Now, here is my DistroKid, and as you can see, I've released a bunch because, again, as we mentioned at the start, DistroKid are an independent distributor allowing you to release as many singles, EPs and albums as you like for one low price. So it's $20 a year, $19.99 a year for the musician plan. I use the Musician Plus plan, which is $35.99 a year, and it has some extra features such as setting your own price, your own record label name, and a bunch of other features, pre-releases. Really important if you want to try and get on playlists and the like to have the Musician Plus plan. But there's some cool features here, and I want to show you one here today. That is that you see how we've got some new places here. We've got Twitch, we've got Triller, we've got some new places that we can release our music to. But some of these older tracks and older EPs and albums aren't on those places. Now, this is my EP Maybe, and I want to make sure we get this out to as many platforms as possible. So if I click on this release, this was my EP released in June of 2020 last year. There's all the details of it. But there's something cool here. You notice here what stores this is on down here. I can actually add this to more stores. Now there is a feature here. If you want DistroKid to do this for you, you can use the store maximizer at $7.95 per year, and that means that anytime a new store is added, DistroKid automatically uploads any of that song or that album to those stores. Or you can do it yourself. You can come in here and click add to more stores, and check this out. I can add this to Boomplay. I can use Shazam, but that would be $4.95 per year. I can go to Snapchat now. Here we go. Yes. Now with Snapchat, I wanted to show you this. You do need to say, yes, I own 100% of the publishing rights for this release, because Snapchat are very particular about this. So I'm going to click that because I do. And then we've got Tencent, Triller, and Soundtrack by Twitch. So yeah, gamers can start using you. Who was I thinking of the other day? Was it, I've forgotten your name now. Gamer did a really cool song. Oh, I'm totally blanking on your name. But yeah, that would be a good song for Twitch. Anyway, we do need to then re-tick this Snapchat publishing rights grant. Snapchat are obviously big on this. Click add, and then there you go. That's submitted to all those additional stores. You'll get emails saying it's been updated when it hits those. So not only could you get everything out through DistroKid, you can actually come in here and add it to a bunch more stores as more stores are added down the track. So there you go. And Tim Driver says here, I just joined DistroKid this month. So far, so good. Very good to hear. Capsalam is who I was thinking of. She did a really cool song about being a gamer girl, and I reckon that would blow up on Twitch. So she should definitely get that released out there to Twitch. Thank you again to DistroKid for sponsoring this show. Let's kick on with another tune. In fact, we'll grab a slaps track, because to celebrate the DistroKid sponsorship here, Slaps is DistroKid's, that's their social music sharing network. Looks like this. It's very cool. It's like SoundCloud, but back in like the 10 years ago SoundCloud, where it's just for sharing music. So check it out anyway, slaps.com if you want to look at it. But we're going to jump in and take a listen, because this is our friend Gerard Fox, better known as Icefox, and this is a tune here called Air. Let's jump in and take a listen to it. Icefox on Your Music Live. We got some relaxing tunes on the show this week, don't we? Yeah, exactly. Another relaxing hit. Very nice indeed. And yeah, I can definitely, I'm hearing some vocals too, just some like mellow, slow, long tone, laid back vocals. Could be very cool indeed. It already is very cool indeed. So thank you. That was, yeah, Icefox with Air. What did Jared say about that one? Hi, Pete. This is a song about thoughts, not only because of the past, but also those of the future. The drums are at the end around 155 if you decide to give it a spin from there. Whoops. Let's just turn it back up and take a quick listen to these drums, shall we? can't listen to an Icefox tune without hearing the drums, right? So we gave it a little bit of an extra listen there to finish it off. Let's go back in time because we got a bunch more music to get to here today. This is from Noisy, who says, "I made this song in GarageBand on my phone. That's always cool. There's no vocals. It's just the music. We don't mind instrumentals around here, especially the quality of instrumentals we've been hearing here today. So let's take a listen to this one. This is called Beautiful Lie from Noisy. Let's take a listen to this noise from Noisy here on Your Music Live. Yeah, now you got those Friday vibes or Saturday morning vibes if you're here with me. Welcome, Capsulane. We were just talking about you. We were just talking about the fact that DistroKid released to Twitch now. And I was like, man, your song, your gamer song would be totally cool for Twitch. Anyway, yeah, nicely done. That was cool, wasn't it? Yeah, a bit of a club bomb, as our friend Bear says. Telemac, loving it. The car can fly. Okay, very nicely done. And it's 3:30 a.m. Telemac. Where are you in the world? It's 3:30 a.m. You must be a little behind me, somewhere around Asia. Yeah, so welcome, early morning time. Very nicely done. Thank you for sharing that. That was the first song that we'd heard from Noisy. Do not be a stranger. Make sure you share some more in the future because that was super cool. Speaking of super cool, I'm bad at segues. I made that joke twice now. Man. All right. Okay, folks, I'm out now. This is our next tune is from Alondra Park, who says, "Well, ironically, it was thanks to you. Like I always messed around with GarageBand, but you showed me how to use it more effectively." Nice. My setup is an iPad Air 2 Lightning to USB adapter, USB hub to bypass the power limit. You showed me that, and a PV Viper VIP1. I just use USB to connect the iPad to record, but this song is about not knowing what to do after you graduate from school, like a new chapter in life, but what is that life? The demo I'm working on called Separation is a very mellow punk, rock, pop, punk style. Sadly, I can't sing, so no vocals, but trust me, not singing is for the best. Very cool. Well, you know what I normally do is I normally like try and sing along. If I dig the vibe and I got some words in my head, I'll try and sing along, which I probably shouldn't do. But I like it. I like the name of the band. I like the album artwork here. It's all looking good. Let's take a listen to this one. I reject your reality and substitute my own. Graduation by Alondra Park here on Your Music Live. Alondra Park. I reject your reality and substitute my own. Yeah, nice dirty, rubbing it in the dirt kind of sound, and yeah, very cool title indeed. Yeah, graduating. I don't want to go back. For anyone who's going through school or just finished school and graduating, yeah, good luck. I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean that, yeah, it can be a tough time because you got a lot of pressure from different parts, don't you? You got a lot of people telling you what you should do. Here's the thing, though. Guess who has to live your life? You. So you need to make the decisions that are right for you. Anyway, this isn't Pete's graduation speech. This is Your Music Live. But very cool stuff. Thank you for sharing that one, Alondra Park. Yeah, I reckon, you know what, collaborate with some folks around here. You got the Create Record Release group over on Facebook. There's lots of cool people around here that you can collaborate with. And if you're not a singer, guess what? Plenty of other people are. And if you're not a drummer, and if you're not a guitarist, and you're not a keys player, join some of the great groups that we've got around here and do exactly that. You may want to collaborate with Tony, who's better known as Careless Wolf, who says, working with what I've got on a quest to get all the stuff I wrote in the 90s uploaded into the eternal mind. This tune's an epitaph of sorts, so we're getting a bit heavy here with the Tony. This is Careless Wolf with Tip Your Top Hat. A man, his guitar. It's always a good thing. Let's hit play. Take a listen to Careless Wolf here on Your Music Live.
It's just a madman and his tea, overlooking serenity, a blue moon and a sway, watching the treetops play. Tables are turned waiting for the traveler, the king. But he sits and he drinks alone, for you see it's not his thing.
Who doesn't love them? Some flange, a little bit of a flange there. Yes, I love me some flange, chorus, phase, anything like that. Just it works on a guitar, doesn't it? I like it. I like the SG. Nice guitar there. Very good stuff. Thank you for sharing. And Sharon. Sharon. Whenever I say Sharon, I think of Sharon, because sometimes I'll talk to people with different accents, because, you know, we all have different accents, and they'll say Sharon, or here in Australia we'll go Sharon. Basically, you have to pretend you're a bird to sound Australian. Yeah. How's it going? All right? Yeah, going all right, yeah? All right. I don't know what's going on here today. It must be the green screen. I'm going to blame that. All right, let's kick into our next tune. This is Gringo. He says, hi, Pete. So grouping the Thorns story essentially captures the reign and demise of a king. Interpret and enter at your own risk. Wow. So this is Gringo, and it's called An Introduction for His Highness. This sounds interesting. This sounds epic. This sounds like a bit of a saga. Let's hit play and see what we got here. Gringo on Your Music Live. interesting. That was like 3 songs in one, a little bit video game kind of vibe. Yeah, a nice one. Very good. Thanks for sharing. But it sounds like the background music when you enter a castle. Yeah, a bit chiptune, a bit video game, a little bit to disco, and a little bit rock and roll. No, not really. Well done. Thank you, Gringo, for sharing. And we're going to move on to our next track here now. Now, this is an intriguing band name. It's called Death in Graceland. And all they say about this is dark melodic dance punk. Dark melodic dance punk. Now that sounds interesting to me. Does that sound interesting to you? We're about to find out. Let's take a listen to this. So this is, again, Death in Graceland and a tune by the names of Your Ass or A Hole in the Ground, or Your Ass, as we'd say here in Australia. Let's take a listen to this one live on Your Music Live. Yeah, digging that vibe. Very cool stuff. And yeah, as Bogart says here, nice use of pan. Definitely some nice left to right panning on those couple of guitars there. Do love me some punk guitar with some nice lead riffs and some things going on there. Very good. So cool. Yeah, a bit of Fugazi there. Very, very sort of late 80s, early 90s, sort of pre-grunge, Mudhoney kind of vibes. Just a little bit angry, but good angry. I'm going with that anyway. Good angry. Yes. But yeah, well done. Death in Graceland. Once again, don't be a stranger. We want to hear more of what you've got to offer. Let's move on here. Cool Music Check says, I was a depping guitarist from the UK until the happened. So I decided to write rock, pop, and ambient tunes. But hopefully get around to blues, etc. Okay, so we're taking a bit of a detour here as being a guitarist and then creating your own music, which a lot of folks are doing. A lot of folks are like, well, I can't be a session guitarist. I can't be a playing out live. What am I going to do during this time? I know, I'll create music. And welcome. If that's you, welcome to Studio Live today. That's what we're all about here. This looks interesting already. Let's take a look. So this is alien atmospheric inspired track called The Harvest using the Strymon Big Sky Head Rush and Mini Nova. I'm intrigued. I'm sure you are too. Let's take a listen to this one here on Your Music Live. Sorry, I had to do that. I had to, I didn't even fade it. I just had to cut it because everyone was waiting for some big climactic crescendo. And you know what? You can find out if there is a big climactic crescendo because there is another minute and a half to go. But to find out, yeah, you got it. You have to go down to the description after the show and go and check out the full song because apparently I'm a bastard and I make you do that. Let's move on to our next track. We've played that one. Sorry, I'm realizing we've got tracks here that I've already played, and that's never a good thing. So instead, we'll jump to this one, which is from Bear Guitarlos. Flow Joe is a kind of 2 or 3 put together by accident. It's just that some music doesn't seem to go well together, but I love doing that. Recorded in GarageBand. Thanks for listening. No, thank you for sharing. So we'll bring this one up here over on SoundCloud. This is our friend Tremor Bear and a tune called Flow Joe. Not sure if it's named after the American sprinter of the same name. We'll have to find out. But Tremor Bear, Flow Joe on Your Music Live. See, there's a tip. If you make a funky jam that's a minute 44, I'm probably going to just play the whole gosh darn thing, yeah? Very good stuff there. Tremor Bear with Flow Joe, and that sure did flow. Yeah, little Carlos Santana going on there. Yeah, just excellent stuff. Really good stuff. Nikon Dev Gaming. Well done. Thank you. QB says, I'll go ahead and extend remix this sometime. Amazing work. Yeah, really good stuff. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, the back and forth from the major to the minor. Exactly. I know we don't talk a lot about the technical side of things on the show here because, hey, I just sit back and listen to the music and let the tunes flow. But yeah, loved the alternating chords there from the major back into the minor scale. Worked well. Very good. Yeah, bit of a highway tune. Tremor, because I shake a lot. Yeah, you go by a lot of names. We've got Bear, Tremor Bear, Guitar Lost. I'm never sure who you are, but that's okay. I like the mystery. Let's just go with it. All right, we've got a couple more tunes before our famous toilet break that will be coming up very soon. And I haven't actually chosen a toilet break yet. I'll have to think about that one while we play our next tune. And we're going to play this one from our friend Josephine De Smet, who you may have seen interviewed by Jade Starr recently. She has a new song called Fun Arrogant Song, which I just love. But it says Legend is the actual title. But when on the YouTube video, it says Fun Arrogant Song. Legend is a self-empowering song on the verge of delusion. It's minimalistic, just a simple keyboard and some vocal harmonies. And if you know Josephine De Smet, those vocal harmonies are going to be pretty darn epic. Let's take a listen to it right here, right now, shall we? Josephine De Smet on Your Music Live.
I am just a legend with a soft voice. Come down from my pedestal to make some noise. Don't feel the need to explain myself already. Spit it in my lyrics, so you better look closely. For just a reason why I'm trying to bring you down. I make mistakes, but I refuse to wear a frown. Maybe next time you should try to believe me. Don't have much time for those who are needy.
Short, sharp, and amazing. There you go. Josephine De Smet. Yes, awesome as always. Harmonies just for the win, the vocals, just all the good stuff. And yeah, definitely go and check out. I think has Jade linked it here? There you go. There's Jade's interview with Josephine De Smet. So you want to go and check that out. Yeah, a bit of a Billie Eilish. See, Josephine De Smet was Billie Eilish before Billie Eilish was big. I think Billie Eilish copied Josephine, just quietly. But yeah, very, very nicely done. Very amazing harmonies. Just, yeah, such good vocals. And you just listen to that and you're like, the first thing I think when I listen to that is, I want to listen to that again. Yeah. And that's the sign of a good song. When you get to the end and you're like, I want to hear that again, please. Please, sir, I want some more. That's kind of how I feel. All right, we've got one more song and then we'll get to our toilet break because it is the halfway point of the show. If you are new here, by the way, we say this every week, but if you're new here, if it's your first time, welcome. If you just put if you don't want to comment or chat, that's fine, but put hashtag new, N-E-W, in the chat because we want you to feel welcome here, and all of the regulars will say g'day to you, and you'll feel all warm and fuzzy down in the cockles. So if you're new and you want to say g'day, hashtag new, and we will say hello to anyone new who's watching for the very first time. This is Your Music Live. This is brought to you by our friends at DistroKid, who can help you get your independent music released on all the different platforms, and they can do it for less than $20 a year. If you use that link up the top there, you'll save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Let's jump into another tune. This is Claret Lake, who we've heard from a while ago. They say another tune written by my brother Andy. It's a song born out of the bitterness and despair, an allegorical song about a marriage breakup. Crikey! That wasn't me. That was him saying, crikey. Slight change of gear from Claret Lake, but I bought a harmonica on eBay for £5 and was going to dang well get that into a track somewhere. Cheers, Pete. And that's from Cy and Cy of Claret Lake. Cy and his brother Andy. So let's, I've already got it up here. I was going to say, let's bring this up. Pete, you've already done that, sunshine. Here we go. This is Claret Lake with Dry Spell, and we're going to listen to it live right here on Your Music Live.
Find myself up the creek, drift without paddle. Wanna get back to the shore, get back in the saddle. Stranded in a gulch, without no rhyme or reason. Gotta get out this canyon, meet the rainy season. In a dry riverbed, waiting for the rain. Need to quench my thirst, I need to stop the pain. Been parched and dry so long, I can feel the strain. Your arid heat encrusted me with disdain. Stuck in a ravine, no footholds in the screen. Dry riverbed, my home, see what you did to me. Trapped in an aerial, coyote for a neighbor. Life wrung out of me, waiting for the rain to pour. In a dry riverbed, waiting for the rain. Need to quench my thirst, I need to stop the pain. Been parched and dry so long, I can feel the strain. Your arid heat just leave me with disdain.
Very nicely done, Claret Lake there with Dry Spell here on Your Music Live. And we are at the halfway mark, and we're going to jump in to the toilet break, our world famous toilet break in a moment. And you know what? I haven't asked your permission here, but I know he won't mind this. We haven't had a toilet break song from Michael, aka Zealand Band, because Michael is such a prolific song creator. He's got pretty much something new for us every week, and I thought we would pay homage to Michael. If you don't know about the origins of the toilet break, there was a show here called The Late Show here on ABC TV here in Australia. It was a 2-hour show, and at the middle, they gave you a toilet break. Now, their toilet break was designed to play something really bad from a talent show called Potluck, but the thing was, what happened is instead of people going to the toilet, it was actually the highlight of the show, so it kind of became its own thing, that it was supposed to be a couple of minutes for people to go to the toilet, and eventually it actually became one of the most popular segments on the show. And I think the toilet break here on Your Music Live is going to be exactly the same. So we are going to take a listen to this one. We're on Slaps here because Slaps is awesome, and it is Michael, aka Zealand Band, who says Lake Effect. There you go, we've got another Lake song here, and it's a Slap song. Lake Effect. I like to mess around with a bunch of styles, and this is my ambient offering. So here we go. Michael, aka Zealand Band, with an ambient offering. Now, don't go away, because after the toilet break, we've got a heap more. We've got some QB, some brand new QB the Penguin. Joe and Barry Glenn will be dropping in for a tune. And we've got some Satish Robertson. Get your jazz on with some Satish Robertson. You won't want to miss any of that. So we'll be back in about 2.5 minutes. And here he is, Michael, aka Zealand Band, on Your Music Live. Michael, aka Zealand Band. And yes, I did press the wrong button when I got back. Good thing I didn't do that earlier. But yes, I was surprised by my own ineptitude there and putting the wrong thing in there. But there you go, Michael. You know you've made it when you get your own toilet break feature here on Your Music Live. So hopefully you take that with the respect and that is intended from it. But what a really cool tune. I did get back. I wasn't away the whole time. I did get back and got to listen to a bit of that one. And really good. Michael's another artist who you never quite know what you're going to get, yeah? It's always something different. He's always producing something a little bit different from the last thing, and I think that's cool. A lot of experimentation, a lot of cool stuff. Alrighty dokie. Yes, I am in the house. I came back with a splash. Hello to people who like to write single letters in the chat, and farewell to people who like to come and write single letters in the chat. We've only known each other for a short time, but I'd like to think it's been a good time. So yeah, I wish you all the best and success in your future here on YouTube. All right, let's continue on here. Let's get some Mars Capone in our life. Mars Capone, and Greg has done the right thing here. He's put brackets Greg Hernandez because he knows I always forget his alter ego. But now that I know it, now you're helping me by putting it there. Producer's Corner YouTube channel submission. Cool. Used a GarageBand stock bass, synth, and a whole heap of samples. Light up that spiffy spliff. And help yourself to some old-timey comfort food for your head. You dig? I think we dig. Greg suggested that, I think it was you, Greg, that suggested that we do an adults only, like an after dark Your Music Live. So let me know if you think that'd be cool. If you want to do like an 18 plus Your Music Live where we just play everything. We just say, put your thing and, whatever it is, we play it. Might have to do it unlisted. Maybe we'll try that over on Patreon because YouTube don't tend to like things like that. But anyway, let's get back in and take a listen to this one. This is Mars Capone with Dig on Your Music Live.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I can dig up. I can dig up. I can dig up. I got me a beat. I'll see what I can dig up. I can dig up. I can dig up. I got me a beat. I'll see what I can dig up. I can dig up. I can dig up. I'll see what I can dig up.
Mars Capone.
Yeah, Mars Capone with a really cool beat there. Yeah, trippy, quirky, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Very cool. I dig. You dig? I dig. Very nicely done. Mars Capone for the win here on Your Music Live. Thank you for sharing, because sharing is caring. And if you care about this show and about this channel, why not share this with a friend? Because again, this is the one show we do a week that you don't need to be into your music. You don't need to be a producer. You don't need to be a home studio creator. You just need to be a music lover. And, you get to sample. It's like the Whitman sampler box of music. You get to sample like 50 tunes every week. See what you dig, see what's not for you, and then you go away. And what you do is you jump down the description where I have painstakingly put every single link to every single song. And then you go there and you check out all of the cool stuff that we have linked down there, including people like our friend Kronk Song. And Kronk Song has done me a solid here, and he's done more YML edits. So this is the thing. This is how you get your whole song played here on Your Music Live. You do what Mark does, and you go to the effort of doing an entire separate YML mix, and that is exactly what Kronk Song has done here. Again, this is a tune called Galactic Nurse. I'm intrigued already. Shout out to the nurses out there. You are doing amazing work, but the ones that are out in space, they have it even tougher because they got to deal with space aliens as well as vaccinations. So I don't know how you do it. Galactic Nurses for the win. Anyway, this is a Kronk Song. It's 2 minutes 12, so we're going to give it the respect it deserves and play the whole gosh darn thing, because look at that. That little red spot means that Mark has done us a YML mix of this tune. So let's take a listen. Kronk Song with Galactic Nurse. Let's do it.
Space machine. I think I've had enough of being
take me there. Show me round your universe. You're fantastically haptic, won't you be my galactic nurse? Head for the skies, no more goodbyes, there's nothing more to be said. I've had my fill, there's no goodwill. Where I have come from, love is dead. Fire up, boosters on. Let's hope it doesn't take too long. Get me out of this world. I wanna feel my wings unfurl. Pick me up, take me there. Show me round your universe. You're fantastically haptic, won't you be my galactic nurse? Pick me up, take me there. Show me round your universe. You're fantastically haptic, won't you be my galactic nurse?
Lovell, better known as Kronk Song, and a very, very catchy tune there called Galactic Nurse. You're going to want to go and give that one at least another spin or two after the show. Yep, excellent stuff there. Really dig it in a big bad way. Yeah, so for folks, Metalhead Hippie is doing his show, and that has started now. So feel free to wander over there. Come on back. You know what? There's no exclusivity around here. It's all good. And but remember, Hippie usually streams for about 7 or 8 hours. So we're only here for another 45 minutes. So if you want to hang out here, you'll have plenty of time to get over to the Metalhead Hippie Show. We've also got Jade Starr coming up straight after this with a How to App show, special Friday edition of How to App on iOS. So do hang around for that as well. Righty dokie. Yeah, that was super cool, wasn't it? Absolutely good stuff. Well done. Yeah, again, Mark, he hasn't missed one. He's hit every one out of the park. Everything from Mark is at least a double or a triple or a home run. Or let's be honest, a 6 or a 4, because we don't play that silly game. We play cricket. Yeah, we don't like cricket over here in Australia. We love it, right? Okay, let's continue. All right. Well, what are we going to go with? You know what? After we've rocked out for a couple of tunes, we need to bring it back a notch. And you know what we do when we bring it back a notch? We turn to Joe and Barry Glenn. And Joe and Barry say, well, Joe, I'm sure it's Joe writing this, says, hey, Pete. Well, Pete, consider this a St. Patrick's tune. This is an old favourite Irish lament about a wicked fairy, Leanan City, who beguiled mortal men and enslaved them. Took your advice and did 3 vocal tracks, 1 central and 1 panned each side of the lower volume and reverb. Use the AT3035, singing into the wrong side. Now I would like critical feedback. As you say, I'm a big girl now. I hope you had a great St. Paddy's Day. I did. I didn't actually drink on St. Paddy's Day, but it still was a great one. I did a live show here the day after. So if you missed that one, you want to hear some Irish tunes, you can do that. Or you can just sit back and relax and listen to my Lagan love. Lagan, do I say that right? Probably not. This is Joe and Barry Glenn here live on Your Music Live.
rose and lily fair. The twilight gleam is in her eye, and the night is on her head, and like a lovesick linen she hath my heart enthralled. No life I own, nor liberty, for love is Lord of all, and often
Beautiful stuff. Very, very nicely done. Ah, Joe and Barry Glenn for the win, right? Every single time. Yep. Great sound, great mix, beautiful vocals, nice imagery, everything going well there. Love it a lot. I know. Turn it down, I'm in trouble. There's no right time to turn it down, but the right time to go and check out the entire song is immediately after this show, or maybe after you watch Jade, and then after you watch Metalhead Hippie, maybe so. 40 seconds in, I didn't cut you 40 seconds in, did I? Hang on, I've played 2.5 minutes. Yes, but no, you do need to go and listen to it. I give you the taste, and then you go and you got to check out the rest for yourself. But very cool stuff. And what I liked about it, I did really dig the vocals, because when you're doubling and tripling a vocal, here's a good tip for you folks. Don't do the copy paste thing and then put different effects on those. That's not really going to do anything. What you want to do is exactly what Joe did there. You want to re-record. I'm looking at the cat. Look, oh, there's 2 cats. Look at the cats. No, that's only 1 cat. You can see the cat in the corner of the video there. That's cool. What's the name of the cat, Joe? They've made a cameo there. But yeah, what you want to do is record the 3 different vocals, because did you hear that there were slight variations in that? You can kind of get more of that depth that you get from recording the same vocal 2 or 3 times, and then you can actually separate it out and spread it, and it just creates that wall. And with the reverb especially, quieter, vocals down, reverb on the edges, it just sounds so good. Anyway, very nicely done. Need a green screen. Hey, it took me 5.5 years to get a green screen, Joe. So maybe do that. But I like your background though. That's the thing. You've got a really cool looking background, because look at that. You got the LPs, you got the CDs. Yeah, it looks like you've got a well loved collection of media there. I love it. All right. We're moving on. Hey, Joey. Hey, buddy. How you doing? And yeah, Mark, g'day to you. I did see you sneak in there at halftime. Yes, I have upgraded the studio a bit. If you're just joining us, this is actually the Stu and Andy, the Indigo Sunset. Stu sent me this photo. I've been testing out a green screen yesterday, and this is what I wanted to do as a tribute to this. I thought maybe we'll do this each week, is that we'll one of the members, one of our YML contributors, we can use your background. So we can get a bit of a collection of backgrounds, and then we can give a bit of a shout out to you. So whether it's your rehearsal space or your home studio or something, I can do a world tour as well as listening to songs around the world. Perhaps I can be here in other people's studios. So yeah, maybe I'll confuse everyone and I'll use the Metalhead Hippies background for my next show, and then you'll be like, wait, what am I watching now? I don't know. All right, thank you for sharing. Let's go to our next track, shall we? We've got to go all the way back up here. We're going to catch up on some from the past, and let's go with this one. This is Toyman. So this is from David Toyman. Says this song deals with frustration from the lack of leadership when dealing with particular things in 2020 in a particular country. USA. I didn't say that, they did. So, but it's called, it's David Toy, and I think we've actually heard from Toyman before. This is a little tune called I've Got a Secret, live here on Your Music Live.
Mayday, mayday, this is it.
indeed. Toy Man, I've Got a Secret. Here on Your Music Live. That is a kickin' tune, right? Very cool, very catchy. Yeah, I love that. I've got a secret. Like the na 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 na. You got a yeah, very good. Love it. Like the lyrics, like the song. A bit of a Who vibe going on there. Yeah, very nicely done. Upbeat and yeah, really good track. And yeah, just very nicely done. Thank you for sharing. There's ways to just to put yourself out there and to do your thing, and that was a good way. And if the last 12 months has done nothing else, it's generated a lot of good music and I think a lot of us have been able to vent our frustrations with being stuck inside and locked down and whatnot by just rocking out with some music. So I know I have, and I know many other people have here. Hey, I started a weekly show called The Happy Hour that I thought I'd do for 4 or 5 weeks, and here we are. I'm celebrating 12 months of The Happy Hour this weekend. So it is what it is. All right, let's move on to our next song. This is from Schweebs, and they say it was written as a simple 2-5-1 progression, bass and guitar recorded through an iRig 2 GarageBand iOS. I like it. I like the simplicity side. I like it when people just get stuff done and don't fiddle about and just don't let gear. iRig 2's fine. Gary Hubbs, Andy Goldsby, these guys all recorded with very simple iRig devices into their phones for a very long time and got some amazing tones. So let's listen to Schweebs and A Familiar Feeling here on Your Music Live. Very nice little break there, and I agree, a great vibe to this one. Very interesting sound, interesting and experimental. Yeah, I like it. I dig it. Wow, like out of the woodwork come some of these amazing tunes, and I'm happy because we're nearly up to March. Yeah, I know. I've nearly caught up to March, which is it's a plus. It's a thing. We do have another Your Music Live, by the way. We have a late edition and Your Music Live Extra, and that'll be happening in 3 days' time, slightly later. So 4 hours later on the start time, which means it pushes us to. I'm going to be tested here with daylight savings, but I think if my calculations are correct, it takes us to 5 p.m. on the West Coast, 8 p.m. on the East Coast, and maybe midnight for our friends in the UK. And I'm sorry, I know those in Europe, it means it's like 1 or 2 a.m. I apologize, but yeah, I just needed to do an extra show because we've got such a backlog here. But yeah, as Patrick says, I love the variety of musical styles here on YML. And for me, I love the fact that we have so many people contributing so much good music that I need to do an extra show. So there you can tune in for that one start of the week. It'll be Monday afternoon or evening. For many of you, Tuesday morning for those like me here in Australia. Alrighty, let's move on to our next tune. This tune is from EI3. Oh no, the track has been removed. Right, this happens sometimes between when I listen to it and when I sort of check it out and then when I do it. And they said it's all about the stages of losing someone and how eventually you find someone new. It was written in GarageBand and mixed by myself. So artist L3 or EI3, I can't really read it properly. Please, if you are watching, please resubmit your tune, because I went to the SoundCloud link and it said the track was not found. So we'll grab you on a future show if you resubmit. And if you do want to submit, it's pretty simple. There's a down in the description, there is a link that you can go to, or right here in the chat, there's a pinned comment at the very top of the chat. So you just need to go to studiolivetoday.com/YML. And you can submit a song just like our friend Orchestra Eclipse has done here. Orchestra Eclipse says, "Hi Pete, I did an epic orchestral cover of the Mortal Kombat theme." There you go. Don't know if you played it, but you may play it, the game, but you may recognize the original theme. I kindly recommend for you to play it to 129 if you can. Okay, because you kindly. It's like when my children ask for something. They'll ask me for something and I'll just say no. And they'll be like, but I said, you didn't say please. And I'm like, if you could, see, you've missed a trick there. You could have asked me for anything. You could have said, please give me an entire family-sized chocolate bar, and please, and I'd say, okay, you said please, I've got to do it. But if they just say, can you please get me a tissue? Or no, can you get me a tissue? I'm like, nope, didn't say please. All right, let's jump in and take a listen to this one. This is the Mortal Kombat theme. I did play a bit of Mortal Kombat, more of a Street Fighter 2 player back in the day, but Mortal Kombat definitely played my fair share. Threw my fair share of $1 coins into Mortal Kombat machines in my time. So let's take a listen to this one. The Mortal Kombat theme orchestral cover by Orchestra Eclipse on Your Music Live. Fight! Oops. I was trying to find where we're up to make sure I played enough, and I paused it. Yes, and I did have to, here in Australia it was $1 coins. It was originally 20-cent pieces, and then it was $1 coin. We never had a quarter here in Australia, because 25 cents is a ridiculous denomination for a coin. Let's just call it what it is. It just makes no sense. Sorry, now that I've offended every American and Canadian in the place, we'll move on. But yes, it was a $1 coin, and I should have said, was that the Finish Him? Was that game where you had the thing where you like broke the guy's spine and pulled it out or something? I don't know. It was very violent. Whereas the sofa, I know the sofa is there, but it is hiding behind a green screen because apparently I'm 18 years old. I need to start changing the way I talk. It's like, hey guys, what's happening? I'm low-key excited to have you here on the channel today. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell on YouTube to stay informed of everything going on here. Don't forget to join me on Twitch, and don't forget to check out my Discord server where we talk about things all the day and all the time. Right? No? Okay, sorry. Now I've offended the Americans, the Canadians, and anyone under the age of 25. Well done, Pete. You're doing exceptionally well here today. But yeah, very well done. Very cool cover. Very nicely done there. Nice work indeed. Very good stuff. Please don't. No, don't worry. I won't do it. Corey says, I'm American. I don't understand half the stuff we do over here. Yes, there you go. Tekken. Yeah, right. Tekken was a good game too. I liked Virtua Fighter. I was a weird dude. I liked the weird. I like the deep cuts, the B-sides of the video gaming world. Actually, let's be honest. I actually played a lot more Virtua Tennis and what was the NBA Jam? NBA Jam was my jam back in the day. Yep, he's on fire for 3. Anyway, let's play a tune. I'm going to have to. Mark it. It's about the 1 hour 30 mark. I don't know how people like the Metalhead Hippie do 6 hour live streams because I kind of lose my mind about 90 minutes in. That's why my shows are only ever 2 hours. So let's jump in. Wolf Stone Studios, our man Ron Wolf has got a tune here that he has shared. And he says, "Hi Pete, I've been listening to some classic rock, especially ELO. Every classic rock band had to just be a 3-letter acronym back in the 70s and 80s, just so you know. They inspired me to write this song, all recorded and mixed on my iPad. Hope you like it. I think we will. I don't think I've ever disliked anything that Ron's done. So let's take a listen to this one. Wake Me Up. If you need waking up, I clearly don't. I just need less coffee by the sounds of it. Wake Me Up, Wolfstone Studio on Your Music Live.
Every time when I'm feeling down, there's an empty sound. I need to hear you everywhere that I turn around, like a lost and found, hoping to find you. Shine your light through the darkest skies. Say the words, it'll be alright. Wake me up, I don't want to sleep anymore. Show me a life worth living for. Happy days, nights to dream, that feels alright. Wake me up, make the world spin around again. Show me the way to start again. Wake me up every day of my life. No one knows what you do to me, what they don't see. I'm never missing. No one says what
Well, there you go. I was definitely getting into the funk of that one. I like it a lot. Yeah. Moving. You got to be moving and grooving to that one. Bit of chair dancing. One day I'm going to do this standing up. I need to get a standing desk so that I can stand and actually get some dance moves on. Because my favorite dance move is called the Aussie two-step. It goes like this. You just dance like this. Make sure that you're not moving anything too much. And you just go side to side. And that's the Aussie two-step, and you hope that, like, a really nice girl will see you, and it should be like, man, that's the best Aussie two-step I've ever seen. You're like, yeah, you want to go have a schnog behind the shed? Anyway, I'm really losing my mind here today. Wolfstone Studio, thank you. That was indeed awesome. Love it. Yeah, moving my head. Yeah, you gotta move your head just like that when you do this sort of thing. Well done though. Enjoying it. Yeah, sorry. I'll get back to the music, but hopefully you take this for what it is, which it's always been a chat show. If I could be a radio station, right? If I wasn't here talking bollocks the whole time, then I might as well just put a playlist up and say, there you go, there's all the songs. But I think we like to have a bit of fun around here. And thank you to my always tolerant sponsor, DistroKid, who do let me do my thing out here. So if you're an independent musician and you are releasing music like our friend Johnny Linag. Someone's going to have to help me with some of these, Irish and Scottish pronunciations because I really do struggle. But Johnny has a tune called Shame on You. Oh, I'm losing it. And John says, a guitar-based ditty with some heavy bits, heavy for me, with a little guitar solo in there too. Watch out for the orchestra coming in at the bridge. Some interesting instruments like the guiro in there too. Think of Anything Goes by GNR. Okay, cool. I'm intrigued. I like it when the sentence that people give me makes me go, oh, I like it. Let's take a listen to this one. Johnny Linnar with Shame on You.
stone down to the floor. We've been here before. Last curtain call. You made the deal and lost your soul. It's taken its toll. You've lost the control. Gunshots fired out. Bootlickers crawling up the walls from your rallying calls. You lit the fuse. You led them down the avenue. And they listen to you. They listen to you. Shame on you for what you've done. Shame on you, see what you've spun. Your illusion went too far. Do they know who you really are? Pessimistic now. We'd hope you'd go with dignity. We got infamy. Blood on your hands.
Now that's one that's going to need another few listens as well, right? Very catchy, clever, great tune. Bit of U2 vibe, yeah, a little bit of U2 in there. Yeah, 90s grunge like. I know, I understand what you said there, John, at the start, where you're like, this is heavy for me. It's kind of like when I try and do metal. It's like, this is really, really, really heavy for Pete. That's very, very heavy for John. And shout out to John. Hope you're doing well over there, my friend. Yeah, John, I think it is you, John. Your wife is from Adelaide. From right here in Adelaide, and she's a lovely lady as well. John is a super cool dude and makes some amazing tunes. Welcome to Josephine. He's dropped on in. Yes, we did play your new tune. That was super cool. So thank you for sharing it. But you did miss it. You know, you're only an hour and 40 minutes late. So I guess we can forgive you for that one. All right, we got a few more tunes to crack on with here, so let's not let the party wind down just yet. Why don't we play this tune? This is from our man Benedict Stewart. Now, Benedict Stewart has been around the trap for a long time, part of the GarageBand users Facebook group and Create, Record, Release. He is also over there in, I'm going to get it wrong, aren't I, Benedict? Scotland? Yes, I think so. I offend the Scottish and Irish listeners every week because I confuse them, and then they're just like, Pete, there's a very big difference between Scotland and Ireland, buddy. But Benedict says, this is my new song called Rising Up. It's about my life over the years and how I was treated. In every situation, I rose above the bullying and came out a stronger person. The song was recorded in GarageBand Mac, and I used all virtual instruments and mastered in Final Touch. And he's posted it on Slaps, which is a cool thing because we can play it right now and we can throw some fire. Let's throw some pre-fire Benedict's way and then give this one a spin. This is Benedict Stewart, Rising Up, here on Your Music Live.
You can put me down, but I'm gonna rise up. You can put me down, I'm gonna rise up. You can put me down, I'm gonna rise up. You can put me down, but I'm gonna rise up. Standing at the crossroads of my life, I was debating which way should I go. Do I go left or do I go right, or just keep on walking into the night? Standing at the crossroads of my life, I was debating which way I should go. Do I go left or do I go right, or just keep on walking into the night? Back at my life,
Benedict Stewart here on Your Music Live, Rising Up. Very different direction for you, Benedict. Yeah, I like it. I'd experiment more with that sort of style of music. Yeah, it's very cool. It's it's challenging to get right on the beat with something like that. I liked the it sounded a little bit sort of 80s sort of synth pop sound there. An artist called John Farnham had an album, two albums in fact, that were very similar to that sort of style. That ding ding, ding, ding. Those sort of keys, those melodic keys there. Very cool. Thank you for sharing. Let's move on to our next tune, shall we? I've made you wait almost the entire show because I'm just that kind of guy. But we've got some interesting, some news here. Our man QB the Penguin. Anyone like penguins? Any penguin fans in the house? I think there's a few. I'm pretty sure we've got some penguin fans in here tonight. And I'm going to play this whole thing because guess what? Pengy the QB the Penguin is working on a lo-fi EP. And we got a bit of a preview for you. We got the GarageBand tracks in here, and we're going to just show you a little bit of a preview because QB says, I decided to take a closer look at the Keyboard Collection sound pack and made a short album based on these instruments. This is a preview. All songs will be uploaded this following week. So there you go. You heard it here first, folks. You got brand new QB the Penguin coming out real soon. And we're going to take a look and a listen to all 4 tracks. We're going to get a little taste of exactly what's going down here, exactly what QB has in store. So enjoy these little snippets, a little preview of the new QB EP being released very soon. Let's take a listen now on Your Music Live. There you go. So quick it's done. And as much as I'd love to go and watch some Doug over at the sound test room, I'll do that later. Yeah, I too, I dig QB's fast stuff, but I think I dig QB's slow stuff even better. Yeah, exactly. QB, listen, you've got to get your stuff on Spotify. You got to use our friends at DistroKid and get your stuff out there because that was super cool. I would play that EP until the cows came home. Love it. So chilled, so cool. Yeah, what a trip. QB success. QB for the absolute win. Yeah, and I too, I love seeing the behind the scenes stuff of how QB brings it all together there in GarageBand. He does things with GarageBand that I didn't know were actually possible. The roads less traveled. If there isn't already a song or an album or an EP called The Roads Less Traveled, then I don't know why not. But yeah, I for one am looking forward to listening to that EP wherever it is. I'll go find you, QB. But yeah, do us all a solid and get yourself released so that we can find you in all the places. There we go. All right, let's find our. Speaking of finding things, let's find our next tune. We have played that one. We have played that one, and we have played that one. Why don't we go with someone? We're a little bit late on this one because it's a Valentine's Day song. So Early Fog say I composed this music for February the 14th. So it's got a bit of a loving Valentine's feel here. Stop using that voice, Pete. Okay, I will. No, I said seriously, stop using it. All right, I'm right on it. This is called Valentine's Day, and it's by Early Fog, and we're going to listen to it live on Your Music Live, which is a relief because it means I'm going to stop talking. Let's do it. Very nicely done. Very, very beautiful stuff. Cool and pretty. That's what people say about me. No, they don't. Oh, Jesus. God. All right, we got 12 minutes to go. We can get the end is in sight, folks. We'll get there. We will get there. A lot of folks asking in the chat where folks are from. I am from the wonderful city of Adelaide, South Australia. 1.5 million people. We got a river, we got beaches, and we've got big silver balls in the middle of our mall. We actually do. But yeah, where are you from? Why not? We haven't done that for a while, have we? Let us know. Throw your location, if you so desire, down in the chat, and everyone can get to know everyone else where you're from in the world on this wonderful Friday afternoon, Friday evening, or Saturday morning, depending on what part of the world you're in. Let's play another tune here. All I got about this is a song about myself, and it's from Hukam featuring Asli Maharaja, and we're going to take a spin. Let's take a spin here. Whoop, it's already playing. Let's take a spin here. We'll take it back to the start. So let's listen to this one live on Your Music Live.
I hear you talking that. I'ma let you bark. Gotta know it's
ਉਹ ਨਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਹਿੱਕ ਵਾਲੇ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਤੇ ਆ ਜੱਡੂ ਜੱਡੂ ਕਹਿ ਕੇ ਆ ਬੁਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਲੋਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਪਿੱਠ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਸਾਲੇ ਰਹੇ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਅੱਜ ਤੱਕ ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਰੋਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਉਹ ਨਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਹਿੱਕ ਵਾਲੇ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਤੇ ਆ ਜੱਡੂ ਜੱਡੂ ਕਹਿ ਕੇ ਆ ਬੁਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਲੋਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਪਿੱਠ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਸਾਲੇ ਰਹੇ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਅੱਜ ਤੱਕ ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਰੋਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਉਹ ਪੱਤੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਬੱਤੀ ਦਾ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਹੱਥ ਦੇ ਸ਼ਰੀਕ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੌਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਆਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਜੋ ਸੀ ਸ਼ਿਟ ਟਾਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਵਾੜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੌਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਜੋ ਸੀ ਸ਼ਿਟ ਟਾਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਵਾੜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੌਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਕਤੀੜ ਬਾਪੂ ਜੋ ਸੀ ਸ਼ਿਟ ਟਾਕ ਕਰਦੇ
Very cool. We haven't had much world music here today. Normally we have a lot more people joining us from other parts of the world. Yeah, how good were those orchestra sounds? Like the hits and the beats and it just worked in well, didn't it? Yeah, the distorted beat sounded really, really cool. Hits like a pile driver. Yeah, and if anyone can translate, I'm always worried when I play something in a different language because it could just be saying Pete is a tool, Pete is a tool. But no, I don't think that anyone would go to that level of effort. Just quietly. Where is everyone from? We asked you that question before that song, and let's find out. Let's find out from a few people. We have Landon is from Wisconsin. We have Critter Jason from Denver. Slane Ireland from Frigsy. We've got Pilot Knob in Missouri. Gerard is from the Netherlands in Eindhoven. Montreal, Canada, representing up there from Canadians territory. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Penguins land for Tom Richel. Stockholm, Sweden. I can't remember the name of the Stockholm hockey team. Joey Hellfish checking in from Oregon. Russ over there in London. Don't you mess with Rush. Anyway, Minneapolis for Greg Hernandez. Tucson, Arizona. Hopefully, friends in like Texas and Arizona. You weren't used to the cold, but you got it pretty cold this year. Have you had beer for breakfast? I haven't even. I've had half a coffee. My coffee went cold, so maybe I need more caffeine. My caffeine balance levels are a little bit hard to manage at times. Messnet from Toronto, Canada. Bubba's checking from Chicago, Miami, Florida. Devon, to be precise. We've got Westchester, Illinois, Dublin, Ireland. Where have we got there? We got people from places. Joe's in Ontario, Canada. Used to live in South Africa. Born and bred in UK, Cornwall. I assume South Africa, not South Australia, because that's SA as well. Patrick in Maryland. Chad in Maryland. Iceland. Toronto. And Omaha, Nebraska. See, we got folks. We got all sorts of folks from all sorts of places all around the world. Joe Glenn, Stony Creek. Stony Creek, California? Is that right? All right, we'll continue on. And Cy from Manchester, England. What do I reckon? Could we sneak one in before our final song? Yeah, let's go two more, shall we? Let's go two more tunes here. If you don't get your tune played here today, do not stress because we have another show coming up in just a couple of days. We've got a special extra bonus show for you happening on Monday or Tuesday. So check the schedules, head to studiolivetoday.com. Make sure you're on the mailing list and keep an eye out on the channel to find out. Let's play this one. This is from MDR. It says, it's like a heartbreak song, melodic type rap. I made this on my computer at home. And we've got our first Band Lab sighting of the day. There you go. Band Lab sighting of the day. Let's zoom on this one in. There we go. All right. I still have to use Band Lab. I haven't used it yet, and I've been promising it for a while now. Canada. Sorry, Joe, Canada. I did know that. You said that before. You said Stony Creek, Ontario, Canada. Why did I say California? Who knows? It's I'm in a weird mood. Let's play this one. Same Way, No Love, MDR on Your Music Live.
Why you always play games? It'd be wrong if I treated you the same way. You'd be swerving with my heart, so I done change lanes. I done change lanes. I done change lanes. I done change lanes. Why you always play games? It'd be wrong if I treated you the same way. You'd be swerving with my heart, so I done change lanes. I done change lanes. I done change lanes. My mama told me don't cuff no girl from the street, made a mistake. Now I got you all up in my backseat, I'm in my bag. Cause I found you with that athlete, was all up on them when I saw you at that track meet. I got a couple girls hitting on my line, and gave them my time cause you had all of mine. Should've never met you, yeah I regret you. Wanna forget you, but I can't neglect you. Can't believe everything that I did.
There you go. Very nicely done. I like the 808. Hitting it hard, clean indeed. Hitting hard with the 808 beat. Same Way, No Love. And I do need to check out BandLab because that's pretty cool. Apparently BandLab great for collaboration. There's an online DAW. You can do things like MessNet, like master everything through BandLab as well. Who says it is great. You were basically next off the rank, MessNet, but I'm not going to play you now because I'm not going to be able to give you enough time here. So hold that thought and come on back for the next show because we got a heap more stuff going on the next show. We'll just make sure, BandLab is cool. The good old 808, that was a nice beat with some nice lyrics. Yeah, you're definitely going to have to go and check that one out. It is down in the description. All the songs we played on this show are down in the description, and you can check all of those out. Before we finish up here, coming up in 5 minutes on how to app on iOS, the FAC chorus. So Jade is looking at some of the cool apps, some of the cool plugins from Fred Anton Corvette. So if you listen to some of these songs and you're like, how do I create songs like that on my iPhone or iPad? You want to check out Jade's channel and how to app on iOS coming up in just 5 minutes. Yeah, radio ready track of the day. Yep, absolutely. You'll be back. I hope you are all back. We'll say goodbye in just a moment, but I wanted to finish with this tune because we got something cool. We're going to finish in a little bit of a jazzy way if I can find the right track. Here it is. This is our friend Satish Robertson, and Satish says, Intertwine is a jazz ballad I composed slightly after marrying my wife in 2017. The track was recorded live in concert with my band in November 2017 by my bassist, and after sitting on these live recordings for a few years, I decided to take this selection, master it in GarageBand, and give it an official release. And again, we have done this, Satish has done this on Bandcamp. So this is our first Bandcamp sighting of the day too. And it's going to be our last track of the day, or the night, or the afternoon. Let's turn it up. Get your jazz on. Get ready to be chill and smooth with the one and only Satish Robertson here on Your Music Live. think of a better way to finish our show here, but with some nice smooth jazz. We started off with some rockin' and rollin'. We've punked, we've danced, we've funked our way through 2 hours, and we finished with some very cool Satish Robertson goodness. Bois, bois, na na na. Thank you for being here, folks, and thank you for checking out all of the great artists. If you head down to the description, you'll be able to find all of the different tunes that we played here today. I agree, Mark, it was a great show, again, with some great talents, and thank you to our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. We could not do this show without you. I feel like a beat poet up here, talking to some jazz. Don't forget to join me tomorrow, the happy hour. We have the British Invasion, all British songs all the time. Then, of course, got GarageBand Weekly kicking off on Sunday afternoon. And then our brand new show, yes, the Creator Town Hall, our Sunday night staple. And I hope it becomes your Sunday night staple too. And we also, of course, have our no, that's it. No, that's not it. We're back here with Your Music Live Extra. Jump on over to Jade Star's channel for How to App on iOS. Right now, I'm going to leave you. Let's go out with some more smooth sounds of Satish Robertson.